My name is Yemi Adenuga. Here is my good old days story. I was born in Iperuremo in Ogun State of Nigeria, but I grew up in various places across Nigeria. I'll explain. My father was a senior police officer and he moved around a lot as a result of being transferred for and from work. You see, I come from a polygamous home. I have many sisters and brothers. My father had 7 wives and 27 children. I am number 16. We always joked that if we have parties, we don't need to invite anybody outside the family. We were plenty enough. I remember when we lived in Ibadan. As a little girl, I used to attend extra lessons with my sisters in the garage of my father's house, which was converted to a mini classroom for us. I remember my black slate on which I wrote with white chalk. For some reasons, I always thought that slate was bigger than me. Do our children know what a slate is now? I also remember when we lived in Akure, our house was right opposite a field that doubled as football field and training ground for police officers. I loved seeing the police officers in their clean white t-shirts, khaki shorts and trainers. Their uniforms were so clean, sharp, enough to attract anyone to join the police. But sadly, these days, that is not the case. After my father retired from the police force, he went to work for Shell Petroleum, so we moved to Port Harcourt, the Garden City, where I attended primary and secondary schools. I remember there was morning and afternoon sessions in school then. I was in morning session and I loved that we closed early from school and I could still do other extracurricular activities like swimming, playing squash for the Shell Junior team and attending the Girls Guide Club. It's sad that most children today spend their time outside school supporting their parents and selling their goods and services when they should be able to engage in personal development activities. Children have a right to be children and to experience a childlike childhood. When my father retired, we moved to Ogun State and I completed my secondary education at Christ Apostolic Grammar School, Iperuremo. I was senior girl of the school. And I have to say, during our set, we brought the school glory through the Literary and Debating Society. Oh, I loved debating. And thanks to a teacher of mine, Mr. Ogunbomeyi, who saw the talent in me, I learned public speaking and led my school to debates in many parts of Ogun State, where my team and I won many debates. Christmas was my favorite time of the year as a child. My father would buy 2 to 3 rams and my brothers would bring them to fight other rams in the neighborhood. I remember one Christmas, my father had to buy someone another ram as he came complaining that our ram killed his ram. That was the last time my father allowed my brothers take the rams to a fight. And I loved getting plenty of money from aunties and uncles who we took food to for Christmas. There were some aunties and uncles nobody wanted to go to. Nobody wanted to take food to them because they were very tight-fisted. As a child, I always looked forward to Yeye's visit. That's my maternal grandmother. This is because we would sit around her and she would tell us stories with moral lessons to be drawn from them. She would start by saying, "Hello," and my sisters and I would respond with, "Hello." Most of the things that formed my values in life today, I learned from my grandmother's stories. What has the society lost today? That spirit of unity, that good neighborliness, that hard work with no promise of easy life, that independence, that determination to thrive despite all odds. Can we bring back the glory of those old days? Can we plant into the subconscious minds of our children of a glorious past and a greater future that is assured? Yes, we can. Let's attempt to change the narrative. It is good to remember the good old days, but they must only serve as lessons that should define the bright future we all desire. I therefore join Sir Shemori Badijo in this collective drive towards a greater tomorrow. Thank you.